Hi, I'm Sarah Cowgill, along with Andrew Burrian, Dave Patterson, Graham Noble, and John Clark. And this is the Conservative Five, an online TV production of Liberty Nation News. Now that the dust has all but settled on election 2024, we're going to take a look at cabinet picks and the potential power they will yield. Let's face it, Mike Davis, an ally of President-elect Donald Trump, warned New York Attorney General Letitia James to not pursue any legal action against Trump during his second term, threatening to send her to prison if she does. So, that's pretty clear. You know, we know Susie Wiles has earned her place as the first woman chief of staff, and she will be formidable. And there are others waiting to be dialed up. But I want to know, are we going to see a revenge plan play out here, Graham, or business as usual?
Well, that would depend, Sarah, on how you look at it. The fact that any sitting president or any sitting elected official would be targeted so relentlessly and by so many different government departments and agencies and state level people, district attorneys going after him. And what happened to Trump, and if it happened to any other politician, it would be just as despicable. And the thing is, this kind of thing shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It was un-American. It was undemocratic. It was completely against the spirit of this country, and it was dreadful.
Dave, where do you see Houtland and the lack of border support?
So obviously, I think the Governor Noem's mandate is to close the border, and she will. I think because she has Thomas Homan, the senior immigration officer under Trump 45, and he's going to make sure that happens. I mean, he has come out of the gate running, and he is not going to be denied. We also hear, as an interesting aside, that when President-elect Trump became President-elect Trump, that the Border Patrol boots on the ground were cheering, and there was great joy among them. The real challenge here, though, Sarah, is that there's going to be a lot of reprogramming of money that's going to have to take place. And what you're doing is you're going to take money from providing for the health and welfare and keeping of illegal aliens and change to fortifying the Border Patrol to keep illegals out. And that's not going to happen instantly. And so there's going to be some lag time here. But I'm pretty sure that what President-elect Trump has in mind with regard to keeping illegals out and deporting those that are the worst of the criminals and rapists, and also nobody has mentioned yet the nearly 2 million gotaways, among whom there are a community of Chinese illegals, and we have no idea what they're doing. So I think that those communities are the ones that are going to be helped out of the United States rather quickly.
And I hate this term. I absolutely hate this term. Lawfare. Come on. Anyway, but there's talk about ending lawfare. Hopefully nobody's talking about reusing lawfare against their enemies. I haven't heard that. Andrew, who's on the chopping block when it comes to weaponizing the government?
Well, as Liberty Nation News reported shortly after the news broke, and within minutes on Liberty Nation's X account, Special Counsel Jack Smith, the report said that he was stepping down before Inauguration Day. So that's probably one name. So far, the picks that he has suggest that the lack of enthusiasm is not going to really result in draining the swamp. It seems like they're the exact same picks. Now, one thing I would say, though, is that for me, at least anyway, it's not so much who is on the chopping block, rather what is on the chopping block. Trump, he announced on November 12th the formation of DOGE, or the Department of Government Efficiency, and it's going to be headed by Elon Musk and Howard Lutnick, who's the co-chair of the Trump-Vance transition team. And I'm skeptical of DOGE because it's seen as not going to be an official department, but more of a think tank that's going to advise the administration. But if they follow through on $2 trillion of spending cuts and cutting all that waste, then it could result in perhaps draining a part of the swamp. But when it comes to personnel, the picks aren't really you can't really make it the average MAGA supporter or America First person to be enthusiastic about it.
I'm a fan of this guy, RFK Jr., and have been for a while. But where is he in all these cabinet talks? I mean, he's calm, cool, and collected. But Trump said, and this is what made me go, ooh, he would turn him loose. John Clark, what's going on there?
Well, that's the sleeping elephant in the living room, I suppose. And addressing the broader issues raised here, I don't sense in what's going on, actually, that there is a payback effort going on against individuals. There is a payback effort going on to vindicate policies by this administration. And that includes Bobby Kennedy. What we see right away is, Trump was portrayed as going to be a fascist, and he's bringing in women in unprecedented positions. I think Department of Homeland Security now, I read as well. People of color. He's coming in with people with credentials to implement a very specific list of campaign policies that he made. This is more like one would expect any transition of a presidency to unfold. I don't sense that there's an effort at payback, though there will be. Perhaps Jack Smith and others in some of the mainstream media are already paying the price in the market of ideas for what they've done. And Bobby Kennedy has been given a mandate to have a lot of influence over Health and Human Services and USDA and perhaps EPA and FDA around food. And those are policies that I think that's the theme we see, that this is an administration that wants to get right to work and show the American people that it's going to get to work. And it's bringing in a lot of outsiders to do so. And certainly Bobby Kennedy, I think, fits that description of outsiders. But it's about policies more than people. If there's a retribution, it's against bad policies, we must hope.
Well, I'm excited to see what's going to happen here. I don't know what else to say. It's just there's so many things going on here and there, and we're trying to keep up with it and trying to keep all of you people in the loop, all of our viewers, and we will every step of the way. So thank you for watching us today, and thank my panel of geniuses that have been on to explain this crazy election 2024 and the fallout. That's it for our Conservative 5 panel today. Check out our other C5 shows and segments on your favorite video platform, YouTube, Vimeo, Rumble. We're on them all. As well, Liberty Nation News has its own Roku channel where you can see all of our TV productions. Now, Liberty Nation does not endorse candidates, campaigns, or legislation, and this presentation is no endorsement. I'm your host, Sarah Cowgill. Thanks for joining us today for the latest news and commentary. Your choice for free thinking, free speech, libertynation.com.